have been asked a few times about the difference between several of the notebooks that I use, and so I thought I would share my thoughts and opinions on it for those of you that have asked, and also for those of you that might be curious. So the three papers that I'm going to compare are the Hobonichi paper, the Stalogy paper, and then the Midori paper. Let's start with the Hobonichi. This is my first year using Hobonichi, and I immediately fell in love. I have never really paid attention to the type of paper I'm writing on. I would always just buy the cute notebook and just write on whatever was in it. So when I was introduced to the Hobonichi, I fell in love with this paper. So it's a cream color, it's not a stark white, and it is on the thinner side, and it just has this really silky feel to it, but it does not bleed through. It does ghost, so you can kind of see what was written on the other page, but that doesn't bother me, but it does not bleed through. It is an experience to write on Hobonichi paper. If you have never written on Hobonichi paper, highly recommend. I love the color of it. I love how thin it is. I love how smooth it is to write on. Next, let's talk about the Stalogy paper. It is also a cream color. It has the tiny grid, which I'm a sucker for, and it is also a thinner paper. It might be as thin as the Hobonichi. I need to compare that, but it is just as smooth as the Hobonichi. It also does not bleed, but you do get some shadowing. I love journaling on the Stalogy paper. It is just smooth. It feels so nice and luxurious to write on. And again, I really like the cream colored paper compared to like a stark white. Next, we have Midori. I have several Midori notebooks, and I really do enjoy them, but it is a much thicker paper. So similarities, it has the small grid, it is cream colored, but it is much thicker paper than the Hobonichi and the Stalogy, which is fine, and it's smooth and it is still very nice to write on. It's just a little bit thicker. So if you're not someone that likes a thinner paper, the Midori notebooks might be for you, but it just still has that same really smooth page. It's the cream color, it has the tiny grids. Fantastic. The comparison of the color of the pages, you can see the Midori is a darker cream, whereas the Stalogy leans towards white a little more, and then the Hobonichi paper is definitely a creamier color. So for your comparison, all three of these are great notebooks. I absolutely adore writing in them. So if you've been interested in checking them out, I highly recommend.